Is your story character or plot driven? You might be surprised. Welcome to Jenn's writing world. If you have a story to tell, you are in the right place. Let's do it 10 minutes at a time. All right, well, I hope Camp Nano is going well for you. We're almost to the middle. Hopefully your book is almost to the middle too. Or maybe you're a really fast writer and you're ahead of your goal, and that is great too. If you're editing, I hope it's going well. Basically, I just wish you well in whatever your writing goals are for this month. Today I want to talk about something that might be a little heavy and maybe a little controversial, but that's okay. If you agree or disagree with me, I would love a comment about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the idea of books being plot books or character books. When I worked at Borders, which admittedly was a really long time ago, this was a big thing. If your book was in the literature section, the general fiction section, it was usually considered to be character driven, very highbrow. Just ignore the cats. If your story was in genre, a mystery, a romance, horror, sci-fi, it was generally considered to be plot driven or lowbrow. I'm tossing all of these ideas out. This is the 21st century. We've had a pandemic. It's a new era. This means nothing. And I would like it if we all stopped thinking of books as either plot driven or character driven, because the truth is you can't have one without the other. Yes, you may be writing a mystery in which there is a murder and it needs to be solved. And we go from step 1 to step 2, step 3. It's all cause and effect, and the plot is clear. If you do not have characters that the reader wants to stick with, I don't care how good your plot is. They're not sticking. You have to have amazing characters to travel through your plot. At the same point in time, you may have two of the greatest characters ever written in literary history. Let's use Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet as an example. It's not my favorite book, but certainly looking at the number of movies that have been made and the number of spin-off books and pastiches that have been done, yeah, it's a really amazing story. And you might think this is a character-driven book. What happens with the characters is why people read it. And that is true. But without a plot, without a foundational idea and storyline that travels through the story, these fascinating characters are just standing there looking at each other at a London ball, and nothing is happening. And that is what is most important. Books are plot and character. And while yes, one may be a little heavier weighted than the other, you can't just say, oh, I'm writing a character book, therefore I don't need a plot. Or, oh, I'm writing this great plot book, so the characters don't matter. Well, guess what? The characters matter in your plot book, and the plot matters in your character book. You need the plot so that the book goes from page 1 to page end, and then you need characters to travel all those pages in between. And if you don't have both, you probably have a book that is lacking. And who wants that? All right, I think we've talked about heavy writing subjects long enough. Let's get writing. Okay, welcome to 10 minutes of writing. Hope you have your document up, something I often forget to do, which wastes precious time during the write-in. So documents up, everything charged, pen ready if that's what you're using. Let's get started. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Wow, I don't know about you, but that went by so fast. I was just sucked into all the discoveries they were making. All right, well, I hope you had a great writing session, whether you were improving your characters or improving your plot, or hopefully doing both. My characters are firmly in unknown territory, so it's kind of fascinating to see how they react to being in a world that does not look like the forest and the camp that they left. If you had a good writing time and would like to write with me again, I'd hope that you would hit the subscribe button and the little bell for notifications. A like is always appreciated, and sharing this channel with your writing friends means that hopefully we can all do more to improve our characters and our plot by writing more together. Today's quote is by Jeffery Deaver. Hopefully I don't have to tell you who he is. My books are primarily plot-driven, but the best plot in the world is useless if you don't populate them with characters that readers can care about. All right, well, that sums up everything I was saying. So long from Jenn's writing world, and until tomorrow, write, write, write.